Hello everyone, General 2 here, and welcome back to Transport Fever. Today we're going to continue the tour of our network during the late 1880s. If you look hard there, directly across the river, you can see the train that we're going to take to Buffalo working its way down. It's going across the Hudson now. Not quite a full train trying to go to Chicago. Not yet. It's a pretty new line still. Ridiculous how big New York's gotten. And it's only going to keep getting bigger. It's a major rail hub for two main lines now. And freight traffic is still minimal. It's probably going to end up being a slow climb up this mountain. Got some pretty steep hills coming. So a lot of times I wish Transport Fever started like the beginning of railroads, so like 1830 instead of 1850. So we could be where we are now with the 440. Because we're still working on the East Coast and we're about to hit 1900. Which also has a lot to do with the size of this map, sure, but what can you do? Nice view of the Hudson River here. And all the way back to New York. Finally starting to pick up some speed, but we probably got another hill coming. Here we are, back in Buffalo. So it's, as you guys know, it's only just become a railroad connection. Previously, it was just a stop for stagecoaches. But it's important to us for a very, very long time because of the brick factory that's down here. Stone's been hauled by wagon from here since the dawn of time, basically, at this point, down the long road down here. Now, since it's so close to the railroad tracks now, I'm starting to think it'd be a good idea to get bulk trains hauling this around the loop. And then from there, we could have them hauling bricks into New York. Primarily New York. We'll actually probably still go to Buffalo by road, I think. Or just haul the construction materials back to Buffalo by rail and have the slow goods trains pick it up from there. We'll see what happens, because that's still going to be a lot of traffic. But like I said, I'm not going to go through the local transit here. That gets pretty repetitive very quickly. But it's still a pretty small town. They've got the more modernized horse streetcars, but they're also not going to be getting the electric streetcars that are coming here shortly. Made almost 5 million this year. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, we also don't have any freight along this line yet, so just the one post office still. That's going to need to be changed soon. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that once I got some more money built up. Still just the locomotives we have, yeah. I'm expecting there to be like a 10-wheeler or something coming soon. I don't know. But all I'm going to do here in Buffalo is show what it's like for the suppliers that haul the building material, well, haul the stone to the brick factory and then into New York. It's a bit of a crazy ride. New York's getting to be a bit ridiculous. It's Buffalo Stone 1, correct? Yes. Correction, they're not hauling it to New York industrial yards anymore. They're hauling it to the New York rail yard and the post office. So we can deliver it to inside New York, but a lot of it also goes to the main line. Like I said, very soon I'm hoping to completely replace this with rail. We'll be able to hold a lot more, that'll be a lot more cargo going to the market. A lot more for everyone. And these wagons won't be stuck out here for who knows how long. This is a long road. This road we're going down, or the one we're going to connect to shortly, used to have a lot more traffic before we got the railroad line here, because we had stagecoaches coming up this road too. It doesn't matter how many wagons we throw on this road, it's not going to be enough. Not to supply demand down our entire network. Not even close. There's that second train leaving Buffalo. But our priorities for money right now, as I feel like this would be a big money maker starting to move this by rail. But the main line needs more freight trains. This line needs more trains in general, and the Atlantic main line needs more passenger trains as well. Although I'm hesitant to do that because they're going to be getting the Atlantics and updated coaches here within the next couple of decades at least. Next 10 to 20 years for sure. Looks like Buffalo's starting to claim more of this hill here. With a railroad connection, they're starting to expand, but this hill's going to slow us way down. There's some construction materials coming back for Buffalo. But yeah, setting up, besides the cost of the train itself, setting up the stone line would not be that expensive. Just be using the main line. We'd need to make the freight yard for Buffalo at least. And then also the branch off for the brickworks. The American horse carts you see are not part of this line. They're for the mail deliveries to Buffalo. Still have that going by road. And then also, once we have this quarry working at full capacity, now that these are all connected, we can also start getting stone from north of Boston. Hold on, if we're doing that... Okay, so we could have the train pulling from this quarry, bringing the construction supplies back to Buffalo, and that other one bringing the construction supplies back to New York. I think that makes a lot of sense. I can spread up the line to Chicago and further west, and New York can go up to Boston if it wants to, or south. Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense. It's going to take some money, though. Big, long freight trains are expensive. There's New York in the distance. And I think we can see Boston, too. Actually, no, that's all New York. New York is huge. Look at the size of that place. New York has gotten way too big. And it's only going to get bigger from here. There's a passenger train rolling through. Hoping for a shot of that big long freight train, but who knows where it's at. We only have one of them right now. Now for the real fun part of this. Attacking New York traffic, which isn't even as bad as it's going to be in the future. There aren't even private cars yet. But I'm contemplating just spamming Conestoga wagons, like building 50,000 of them until we no longer have a surplus of mail on the roads. Here's the tram tracks. This is where traffic gets fun. Now we're stuck behind this slow thing. And all the stops it has to make. Yeah, these streets actually aren't near as packed as I thought they were. We can put a lot more Conestoga wagons out here. which means we can handle a lot more mail, which means the freight trains have more to work with. Yeah, I was starting to get some very tall buildings here. Well, tall by pretty high-rise standards. Alright, this is where traffic starts to get fun. This is the major passenger terminal for the train station. All the freight needs to go a little bit further to connect to the train yard. Alright, from here we unload. Some goes into the train station, some goes to different post offices here in the city. But let me see here. Yeah. That's the thing, we don't have that big of a need of more mail infrastructure just because the freight trains can't keep up as it is, especially here in Washington. Point case. That being said, we need more freight trains, and then we need to improve our ability to move mail around. That's our primary goal right now. Next time, we're going to explore out west a little bit. And then we'll see about improving our freight moving capabilities. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.